Well, hello, this is Keith with Positively Osceola. Welcome to Positively Osceola's Daybreak Live. And as you probably already know, at Positively Osceola, we are huge supporters of education and educators in and around Osceola County. So today we have a very special guest with us. This young man who grew up in Osceola County, went to Valencia College locally, and is now an educator right here in Osceola County. I guess we could call him a bit of a hometown success story. So please join me today in welcoming Elijah Ronan to Daybreak Live.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
So Elijah, tell us a little bit about growing up in Osceola County, where you went to school and then college, and how and why you decided to stay in Osceola County and become a teacher.
Well, I grew up here in St. Cloud, and I went to Narcisse Middle School and then Harmony High School, which I really loved. I'm a third-degree black belt, love to scuba dive, and I love to play saxophone, which of course means I played in band at Harmony High. I really enjoyed the marching band, the jazz band, and making so many friends over the years at Harmony. So during those years at school, I realized that those were the people that were making a big impact in my education, my future career, and my life. It really hit me during high school that teachers are so important in our world. They don't just educate, they are part of life transformation and life guiding. At Harmony, I was fortunate to have teachers that were truly inspirational, and that's when I started thinking about becoming a teacher.
So let's talk a little bit about your college years and let people know what you're doing now in the way of teaching.
Well, I have been super fortunate. When I first began attending Valencia College, we were in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, but we got through it. If you look back, we were unsure of when and how the pandemic would end. Thankfully, when the vaccine came out, we saw everything slowly start to return to normal. During those challenging times, we were all learning online with campuses being closed. So when it was time to do some observation hours in a teaching class, most of the students had to do so via Zoom or by watching pre-recording classroom videos. I was able to actually go into a real classroom in a local charter school in St. Cloud called Creative Inspiration Journey School. The first time I came into a third grade class and saw those little kids learning, laughing, asking questions, and just being curious about what was being taught, I was hooked.
Well, that's awesome. And yes, I remember very well the whole pandemic that was taking place during those times, and it was tough indeed. So let's talk a little bit about that, and with all the challenges going on during that time, how did you stay on track during your college years?
I look back and I think I was like most first-year college students. I wasn't sure where to start, how to start, or how I was going to pay for it, to be honest. But I had made the decision in high school that I wasn't going to go in debt during college. And so I decided to go local at Valencia College, and I'm really glad I did. During my first semester, I took the New Student Experience class, which really helped me answer a lot of questions that I had. That's where I developed my academic pathway. I knew I wanted a degree in elementary education, but the academic pathway made sure I was going to take the proper courses for the degree I wanted. It really helped me develop a financial plan as well, which was something many students don't think about until they have to start paying student loans. Much of the guidance came out of the New Student Experience course I took.
Well, tell us a bit more about how that worked, since everyone was taking classes online during the pandemic.
Well, the class was very cool. The teacher was very awesome. And I remember that she provided Zoom sessions for any questions or discussions that were needed. Another thing that was super helpful was Valencia College's Atlas websites. It had a ton of resources like financial info, academic guidance for registering, tutoring, career guidance. It was really well done. It kept me on my path toward my associate degree at Valencia, and then my direct connect to UCF. As a freshman, I actually planned my classes for my entire 4 years for my bachelor's degree. It made it easy.
Great. So having your academic pathway, your career pathway, and even a financial plan in place that helped you decide how you were going to pay for everything, how did that change your educational years at college?
So, did I mention that I was hired by the same school where I did my first teaching observations? Crazy, right? I just love it there, and so when the opportunity to work at CIJS came up, I jumped at the chance. I really love CIJS. I'm actually about to start my first year at CIJS's second school, which opens in Kissimmee in a week as assistant principal.
Wow, that's awesome. I have to tell you, at Positively Osceola, Elijah, we talk so often about businesses and organizations and individuals like you making a positive difference in Osceola County, and you really have done that. And so let me ask you, is this where you thought you'd be at this point in your life? We hear so many young people say that they went to school and college, but they're not doing what they had planned on doing after graduating.
That's a great point. We actually just discussed this in a staff meeting with CIJS's founder, Patty Marquis. She asked us to create a plan similar to what Valencia has that points students towards success. Yes, you would think that it's a little early for kids in elementary school to start working on their academic plan. But I don't agree. Valencia understood that success takes planning, careers take planning, finances take planning, and planning brings success.
Well said. Well, I want to thank you, Elijah, for being part of Positively Osceola's Daybreak Live. Congratulations on your success and your successes, and we wish you and CIJS bright and positive futures. Again, this is Keith with Positively Osceola with Elijah Ronan, graduate assistant principal at CIJS. Together, we're making a positive difference in and around Osceola County. Take care.